Hi, I'm Michelle, and today we'll be discussing the methods you can use to start off your LLC in Vermont. We're going to be covering the steps involved in starting your LLC, the forms you're going to need, the naming requirements, and the 5 main steps needed to actually register your LLC. I'll also be explaining the importance of having a registered agent and a very key term known as piercing the corporate veil. Now, if these terms are not familiar to you, then I highly suggest you watch this video very closely. Tourism and manufacturing businesses are the most successful industries in Vermont. Now, the tourism business in Vermont is providing jobs to around 26,000 people who have catered to around 13 billion people that came to the state. Now, this sector's total contribution to the GDP of Vermont is around 15%, and the main reason behind this is the skiing business. Now, many manufacturing plants in Vermont are making the latest designs in strong furniture and hockey sticks. Along with that, the paper industry is also emerging part of the industry in Vermont. Now, the contribution of the sector is around $2 billion. You can start off your Vermont LLC by 3 methods. Number 1 is that you can do it yourself, in which case you can choose to fill out the forms online or you can send them off via mail. Number 2 is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is the most easy and secure method out there. We personally recommend TailorBrands as one of the best services for this purpose. Number 3 is that you can go ahead and hire an attorney. Now, coming on to a very common question, what exactly is an LLC? An LLC is a hybrid business entity which combines a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your personal assets from your business assets, thus giving you personal asset protection. Now, starting off your LLC in Vermont, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay $125 of the filing fee. In this video, we'll be discussing option number 2, but placing emphasis on why you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure that you're doing your LLC work correctly. Now, this is one of those things where you cannot afford missing key information or have any misunderstandings. TailorBrand is a really good and competent professional service which you can get, because forming an LLC is not just filing the certificate of formation, but it's also on deciding a name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. All of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'll be leaving the links in the description below. You can go there and you can check them out. We're now going to discuss in detail the 5 important steps that you must cover when you're forming your LLC in Vermont. The first step to starting off your LLC in Vermont is basically choosing the business name. Simple, right? But before you name your business, you need to know that the name should be easy to remember, should be available, and should follow the LLC naming guidelines. You can go and find the guidelines at startmyllc.io. The 4 key things you need to be aware of when you're naming your LLC is number 1, the name should be available. No other existing business in Vermont can share that name. Each name is unique to its own owner. Number 2 is LLC or limited liability company should be there as a suffix in the company name. Number 3 is that there cannot be a name in your business that could be confusing or misleading, such as FBI, CIA, State Department cannot be included. Number 4 is that terms like attorney, doctor, bank, they can be added, but only after you fill out the additional requirements by the Vermont state government. So if you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you kind of want to hold on to the name you have decided, then you can reserve your name for 120 days. Now, how do you keep the name? All you have to do is pay $20 to reserve your name with the Vermont Secretary of State. The second and highly vital step to forming your LLC in the state of Vermont is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that's going to act or work on your LLC's behalf, and they're going to receive all the important paperwork and official government correspondence within Vermont. So this is why you need to hire a competent registered agent for your LLC. You need to make sure your registered agent is a resident of Vermont or has a physical street address over there. Now, their business address is used as the LLC's principal address within Vermont. Most LLC formation companies do also provide registered agent services. TailorBrands is a really good setup site, and they provide registered agent services and other services at very reasonable price. Now, a key thing to note when you're getting a registered agent is the importance of having one and having a legit one. Because in case of any lawsuit, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate veil. Most people believe they're setting up their LLCs for tax purposes, but the real reason for setting up your LLC is to limit your liability. Now, basically what it does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your business, they cannot go after your personal assets. So when you're sued, the attorney is the one suing you is going to start looking for cracks in your LLC. Now, this is where they were going to pierce the corporate veil. The first thing that they're going to do is check whether you have a registered agent. Is the agent legit? And have they been filing the paperwork correctly? The third and another important step in forming an LLC is to file the certificate of formation. The Vermont Articles of Organization is a legal document which is needed to officially register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $125 to file your formation certificate in Vermont. The certificate of formation includes the name of your LLC, registered agent's name, address, employee details, and the structure of your company, whether you're member managed or manager managed. And before you start hiring your employees in Vermont, you should really know about the rules and regulations thoroughly so you can avoid any future issues. We suggest using TailorBrands to file a certificate of formation because they provide an easier way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing any of the steps. If you do happen to get stuck anywhere, all you have to do is go to the live chat option, ask your questions, and they're going to respond to you. The fourth step is filing the operating agreement. What's an operating agreement? Well, it's an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and operating procedures of your LLC. Now, this document is vital as it ensures that all of the business owners are on the same page regarding how they operate, their voting power, business resolutions, and a lot more. This helps reduce any future conflicts. When it comes to filing the Vermont LLC operating agreement, the state doesn't really require you to have a very comprehensive operating agreement, but it is ideal to have one that contains the details of your business operation. It's recommended that it should be done by using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you won't have to worry about missing out any of the key details. The agreement template itself is drafted for a very small fee of $29. The EIN is also known as the Employer Identification Number. It's a 9-digit number given by the IRS to make it easier to identify the types of businesses for tax purposes and taxes in general. Now, the EIN is necessary for any active business or any form of businesses for that matter. An EIN is needed when your LLC starts to hire employees. Now, how do you get one? All you have to do is fill up a form which can be done online or by mail and just submit it to the IRS. You can also get it done through an EIN assistant through TailorBrands who can help you out with the process. I'm going to be leaving the links to all the resources in the description below. You can go there, you can check out which of the options fit your requirements. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how to file the forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether it's still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who's going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN like I discussed before for tax-related purposes. If you don't have one or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. Now that you've created your Vermont LLC, there's still a few things that you're missing. You need a company business bank account and you need a business credit card. You need to file the Vermont business permits and licenses. You need to get liability insurance and professional liability insurance, which is going to cover your employees. You need to file a Vermont annual report every year. I really hope this detailed video helped you out on how to start off your LLC in Vermont, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your business there. Please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the little notification button. Thank you for watching.